Hello. I thought that I would go for a walk.
Na 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 na, 'cause it was all yellow, and I'm moody on the beach in the rain.
That bridge there, just about a kilometre from home along the beach. If you've ever seen the movie The Crying Game, the opening shot and the opening sequence of the movie is all shot here. It's not the same anymore because the bridge has changed, the footbridge. The village I live in, it used to be a village, it's now been consumed by the commuter belt. We had an amusement park, there still is, but it's indoors now, but it was a proper old school one with a big wheel and a helter-skelter and all that kind of stuff. And they rented it for the movie and they moved it literally from what's technically my village, the next village, down to this one, to this piece of green land, and set it up for the opening shot of this movie, The Crying Game. And I think I was probably the only local person who didn't go down to be an extra. All of my old buddies are in it, and my friends and family and all that kind of stuff. People who are gone now, actually, some of them. But it's really cool because there was a real vibe, like kind of like the Lost Boys here in a way. It really was kind of a scene like you'd expect to see in an American movie. And now the kids hang out in the basin of the river in the summer, and it really is like a scene, something like you see in the southern states where they have the parties with the boats or something. Not that there's boats here, but I saw photos of kids hanging out and in their swimming trunks and stuff like that, and guys on motocross bikes and stuff, which just wasn't the case when I was a kid here. Anyway, a lot of blabbing about the local area. It's quite beautiful. Look at this, that little cottage there. That was in an ad not so long ago, maybe a few years ago. Can't remember what the ad was for, but it's right on the sand, as is most stuff here. The whole place is right on the sand. Anyway, what's going on with the cars? Well, the Range Rover is now a massive cross that I'm bearing. It's standing in the way of the Sprinter. I've got a bit of a block with the Range Rover. It's going to get windy now again. I'll get there. I'm concentrating on the Esprit and I'm having a lot of fun with the Esprit, and something very, very cool happened. I was up there working a few days ago, and one of the guys, Dean, brought up a pal of his just to show him, and we were standing around chatting, and we told him, we got 7 guys, we lifted the body off with 7 guys, and I kind of, in a throwaway statement, said, I reckon, a lot fewer people could do it, 4 people, maybe even 3. And so I just said to Dean, come on, we'll give it a go. And Dean and I, have a look. I had a smile on my face for the rest of the day because, I got it into my head that it was, even by modern standards, it is heavy by modern standards. An Elise body wouldn't weigh probably a fraction of what the Esprit body weighs, but then the Elise body wouldn't do much for you in an impact either. The chassis does all the work there. But for 2 guys to be able to lift it, I'm going to go to the kind of discount place in the next couple of days. I'm going to buy a scales, like a bathroom scales, a cheap one, like a €10 bathroom scales. I'm going to test it in the car park. If it is reasonably accurate, I will buy 3 more, and then I'm going to start weighing everything. And I've got a small kind of 5 kilo rated scales, digital, for the smaller stuff, more like a kitchen one, little flat digital thing that Bill, the composites guy, gave me. And I'm going to start weighing everything. I'm going to put the body down on these 4 scales and see what it weighs, so that once and for all there'll be some kind of at least semi-accurate definitive for what the constituent components of a Giugiaro designed Esprit weighs. So that's that. The other news is, and I'm almost done, I have been working furiously on the stickers, and essentially what has happened is I spent a week of days, genuinely a week of days, designing designs for the stickers. I wasn't ever happy with them until the kind of end of that week. I finally kind of evolved some designs into a place where I thought they were very cool. And there are 4 designs now. 3 of them are for glass, as in for your car windows, and 1 of them is for tool chests or tool boxes, or just surface mounted, basically a solid white disc. If you haven't been in touch to give me your address, please do, because anyone who hasn't been in touch, I'm going to have to try and get their email address or message them on here, and it will take a while, and it will take me a while. I'll send them out in batches. I can't do them all at once, it'll be too expensive. So anyway, I sent them off. I found what seemed to be a very professional looking print company. I sent them off and asked them for a sample of each one so that I could make sure I was happy with them, actually see them physically on glass. It has been 2 weeks now. Initially there was a delay, 3-day delay. The machine wasn't right. That was okay. Then there was another 3-day delay because obviously they still hadn't gotten their shit together. And now I went up and it's about a 40-minute drive. I went up and I collected the sticker samples. Happily they had printed 5 copies of each design, which was very nice. But the first one, the solid one for toolboxes, beautiful. I'm so happy with it. It's very cool. The other 3, just the quality, resolution, the clarity, the reproduction of color, everything was just wrong. Plus they hadn't printed them in reverse. They'd printed them as surface mount stickers, so they're still transparent, but they'd go on the outside of the car, which just wouldn't work. So I'm trying to resolve those issues, but the stickers are almost there, and I really hope you like them. Like I say, get in touch, give me your address, and I'll get them out. I'll probably do them alphabetically or something, or whoever, first come first served. I'll send them out in batches as I can afford to. Any other news? I have been scrimping and saving for a new camera. Don't care, says you, that's fine. It is a major investment, but I figure get it out of the way now, and it will up the quality of the episodes immensely and give me a second camera. Plus I can now produce a video about how I make soup, which I think a lot of people will find interesting too. Lastly, the Sprinter is something I'm very excited about. I now have a little stainless steel sink that came into my path for free. I actually went with some pals who were asked to clear out a disused store, like a convenience store, and in the back they had like a hot kitchen, and in the back there was this little tiny, I mean really tiny, stainless steel kind of just hand wash up, scrub up sink basically. And yeah, I took it off the wall. So that's going to go into the Sprinter, I think, and that's where I'm at. So I'm walking home now. I'm a bit late with this episode. That's the other thing, still working out about staying in the unit. The first time I stayed, I didn't do any of my editing in the evenings because I worked very late and I just wasn't set up properly to do that. The last time I stayed, I did. I edited the footage each evening, and I got home and realised that you can't edit footage like that in a tent. I had to redo all of it. The colours were off, the grading, everything was just the light. You have to edit in decent light, or else your eyes are, it's like, I don't know if you've got night shift on your phone, your eyes are accustomed to the wrong light, the wrong colours, and things just don't come out right. So there you go, stupid little things. Anyway, that's it. Gonna finish my walk, get back to editing, put a little edit on this together and get it out to you. I'll see you soon.